Instagram accounts with verification get higher engagement rates in all tiers compared to accounts without verification. Is this true? I go by the name of Slippery Hayes. I'm a music producer and content creator over on YouTube and Twitch. And over the past month, I have actually paid for the blue tick on Instagram. And we're gonna see, is it really worth it for us music producers? The goal of this video is to see if this really tiny blue tick can improve our artist outreach, follower count, and overall engagement and reach on the platform that is Instagram within this 1 month of verification. A verified badge is a check sign located next to the name of an Instagram account. It means that the Instagram has confirmed that the account officially belongs to the public figure, celebrity, or global brand. And as of late June 2023, anyone can get this tick for €17 a month. Before, you used to have to earn your tick. Now it's accessible to everybody, and there's got to be question about its real worth these days. Do I really believe that having a blue tick is going to make every artist reply to me, every producer is going to follow me, and every person is going to engage with every post and story that I make? Not whatsoever, but let's find out what actually happens. As of the 20th of July 2023, I have 5,518 followers. I've reached 3,230 accounts in the last 30 days, with 810 accounts engaged, with 1 post and 35 stories. These are my 3 highest viewed stories over the past 30 days. Of course, my picture of my dog gets the most views, and my 1 post received 2,580 views. And that's the analytics. When it comes to the actual DMing of artists, there's no actual figures to back any of this up. I'll kind of just talk about my experiences. I've kind of given up on DMing artists. If you're a music producer, you know how tedious this can get. DM hundreds of people and just getting aired, not getting any replies. It's very demoralizing, I'll be real. But yeah, basically, I just don't DM people anymore. I guess there's only one thing left to do. Let's go pay for this tick. It's actually quite simple to do. You just go to your Instagram settings and there's a Meta verified tab. €17 a month, easy as anything. Apple Pay, boom. Now this is where things started to get a bit sticky. You have to confirm your identity, which means you have to put your government name as your name on Instagram. If you followed me on Instagram for the past month, you will have seen that my government name is my actual name on Instagram. And I don't really mind it being on my page, but here's the painful part. When I go to DM someone, it doesn't say Slippery Hayes in the DMs. It comes up saying my government name in the DMs. Like, whose actual idea was this? Do they not understand that creators, businesses, social media influencers have aliases and they don't really use their actual name? Anyway, after I freaked for like 30 minutes, I went through with it. The next obstacle that I faced was that my profile picture had to be facing forward and my face looking at the camera. More pain from Zuckerberg. Anyway, I did this, but I messed up the cropping of my photo, in which I then realized if you're a verified account, you can't just instantly change your picture. It needs to be reviewed for further notice. This took like 3 days before I could actually properly crop the picture that I just made. Nevertheless, 1 hour later, I am now verified on Instagram. I guess the next thing to actually do is put this blue tick to work. One thing we actually need to note here, there's a bit of a myth going around that people think that just because you have a blue tick, your messages go straight to the top of an inbox. I just want to say that this is a complete lie. I've actually personally had some blue ticks that have appeared in my message requests on Instagram, and I feel like this is probably the biggest misconception about people being verified on Instagram. I feel like they just think that their messages are always going to get through. Now, for DMing artists, this is my approach. I normally like to start off by stating who I've previously worked with. If you've worked with some well-known names, it's good to use it to your advantage. Then maybe I'll try to link a sentence somehow relating to the actual artist that I'm DMing. Just literally ask them where I can send some stuff. So I'm going to start off by sending DMs to all my favorite artists, the likes of AJ Tracy, Central C, Unknown T, Digga D, Bam Bam Real, Nardo Wick, all of these big names. Next, I'm actually going to hit up a couple of local artists from Ireland. I've tried working with Cello before. I've DM'd them a couple of times and never got any replies, so we're going to try hit them up again. Now, also throughout the next month, I'm going to be just sending DMs constantly to artists that I like. I'm just going to try reach to everyone, and we'll see how many replies I get at the very end. I'm sure a lot of people probably saw that I had a blue tick and probably laughed at the fact that I paid for it. And joke's on them, because I was solely doing it for the purpose of this video and hopefully getting a viral video. But I do see the ethical concerns surrounding paying for verification. Not everything in this world should be paid to win. Personally, I feel like you shouldn't be allowed to purchase a tick, and the fact that anyone can purchase it kind of defeats the purpose of it. Today's date is the 22nd of August 2023, which is a little just over a month since I bought the blue badge, and unfortunately for me, I forgot to cancel it, so now I do have the blue badge until the 20th of September. I now have 5,605 followers, which is an increase of nearly about 100 followers. I have reached 2,696 accounts, which is actually a decrease of 16.8% since last month, with somehow only 73 accounts engaged, which is a decrease of like 91% since last month, which I'm kind of confused about because I had 1 post this month and I got like 944 likes, so I'm not really sure what's going on with that. Again, I had 1 post this month and 20 stories compared to my 35 stories in my previous month. These are my top 3 viewed stories this month, which to be honest are pretty much the exact same as last month's stories also, so I'm not really sure where this blue tick is meant to be affecting my analytics. Now, to be fair, I was on holidays during this month, so I wasn't really as active on Instagram as I normally am. Let's move on to the juicy stuff, which is the artists. Let's start off with the smaller artists. I DM'd a lot of like underground artists this month because I've been mainly making like super trap, Jersey type beats. And we got some replies from the likes of Raki Dior, Use Menace, Mills, Simworld, YG Morris, and a couple of other people. But to be honest, from the pool of smaller artists that I DM'd, I'd say I probably got like a 15% reply rate. Now, for the Irish artists, and we actually got a reply from Cello. Did actually DM him like 3 times before on my blue tick. Never got a reply. And now, what we've been waiting for, the big superstar artists. We got a whopping 0 replies. That's right, no replies. The biggest artist that we got a reply from this month was Chinks OS, a London-based drill rapper, and I'm kind of a little bit locked in with him now. I've sent like nearly like 200 DMs this month to artists. I'd say probably about 200 DMs, and we got very, very few replies. Halfway through the month, I even did the tactic of copying the message, unsending it, and then sending it again, in case maybe the artist didn't see it the first time, but they didn't see it the second time either. In my personal opinion, the blue tick isn't really worth it at all. Pros being that I do feel like people actually followed me because I just had the blue tick. One example being Hit Girl. I've followed Hit Girl for a while. I've liked her posts, whatever, interacted on some of her stuff. She's never followed me. I bought the blue tick. I think I just liked one of her posts. She followed me. I don't know if I'm outing it right now, but anyway, the cons are that you pay €17 a month. If you don't have much followers and people see you with a blue tick, they know that you've paid for it. You have to have your government name on your profile. You don't have as much free range with changing and customizing your profile as you normally would if you're unverified. In conclusion, I feel like I've paid for this tick, so you don't have to. The blue tick's value and meaning has definitely decreased. I don't think people are exactly excited to see blue ticks anymore. If anything, it probably makes these famous verified accounts not even check DMs anymore. As for the higher engagement rate that was previously stated on the intro, well, I have completely proven that that is complete bollocks. I'd love for you to share your own thoughts and experiences in the comment section. I'm actually very intrigued to know what people think about this. Subscribe and hit the notification bell for more content to do with music production, and run me up on Instagram and Twitch because they're the only 2 things I care about. I'm out. Good luck, Solera. Bow.